Okay, nice friends, here is a mathematical problem. The first step we may want to take to get a value of x is to divide all through by 36 raised to the power of x. Why are we doing this? We are doing this in order to simplify the equation further. Are we there? So let's do that already. So we divide all through by 36 raised to the power of x. And when we do this, on the right hand side of the equation will be what? 1, right? Very good. On the left hand side, we shall be having, so we have 1 upon 36 with the whole power x plus 6 upon 36 whole power x to be equal to 1. Does this make sense to us? Very good. We observe that we can break down 6 and 36, right? Very good. So we have 1 upon 36 whole power x plus 1 upon 6 whole power x to be equal to 1. Now observe here we have 1 upon 6. We can also decide to rewrite 1 upon what? 36 as 1 upon 6 all squared, right? So let's do that already. So we have, this is the same thing as 1 upon 6 all squared, right? And this power of x here, we can introduce here as power x plus 1 upon 6 power x to be equal to 1. We are making progress here. We can now decide to switch the positions of this power of 2x, right? Very good. Remember, in indices, if we have a raised to the power of m all power n, and there, this is same as writing a raised to the power of n all power m. All we have done here is simply switching the positions of the indices, right? Good. And that is exactly what we are going to do to this power 2x here. So we shall be having 1 upon 6, and there, power x, multiplying the index of 2. Does that make sense to us? Good. Plus 1 upon 6 all to the power of x to be equal to 1. At this point, what do we observe here? We discover that we have a base of 1 upon 6 here, and here we as well have the base of 1 over 6. So what can we do to simplify this further? We can decide to substitute 1 upon 6 as a constant, say p, right? So since we have a power of x here and a power of x here, we can also make it all together 1 upon 6 all power x being substituted as what? P. Does that make sense to us? Very good. So this will reduce the complexity of the whole equation. Are we there? So let's see what it turns out to be now. So we have p squared, are we there, plus p to be equal to 1. So we realize that the original equation has now been reduced towards a quadratic equation. Can we see that now? Where p is simply equal to what? 1 upon 6 all to the power of x. So what it implies here now is that we shall be solving for p in this quadratic equation, and after which we bring it down here to get the value of x. So let's do that already. So we can rewrite the quadratic equation to be p squared plus p minus 1 equal to 0. Alright, so this we can compare with quadratic equation, and there a squared plus bx plus c to be equal to 0. Here a is equal to 1, the coefficient of p squared, b is equal to 1, the coefficient of p, and c is equal to minus 1. Are we there? Now this we shall be substituting into x to be equal to minus b plus or minus the root of what? B squared minus 4ac all upon what? 2a. This is the general formula for solving quadratic equation. Therefore, it means that the values for p will be equal to minus where b is what? 1 plus or minus the root of what? B squared. That is 1 squared minus 4ac. A is as well 1. Then c is minus 1. Are we there? Good. All upon what? 2a, where a is 1. So we realize that the value of p becomes minus 1 plus or minus the root of. Now the values within this root sign becomes what? 5. Okay, all upon 2. So realize that we have two values for p here. So recall that what p was substituted to represent 1 upon 6 all power x, right? Okay, now we are looking for the value of x. Let us consider the first value for p. So we can say 1 upon 6 all raised to the power of x to be equal to p1, where p1, the first value for p, is, we have minus 1, taking the positive sign for the first value, the root of 5 upon what? 2. In this case, you realize that what? The value here will result to a positive sign, since the root of 5, of course, is greater than what? 1. Are we there? Very good. To simplify this further, getting the value of x, what we need to do here is to take the logarithm of both sides of the equation. So taking the logarithm of both sides of the equation, we shall have x log 1 upon 6, are we there? Is equal to the logarithm of minus 1 plus the root of 5 upon 2 onto this 10, right? So recall that whenever the logarithm is written without a base, it actually refers to the base of 10. At this point, the first value for x, that is x1, becomes, dividing both sides by this, so we'll be having the logarithm of minus 1 plus the root of what? 5 upon 2, all divided by the logarithm of 1 over 6. And this actually gives us the value for x1. Of course, we can get the value for x2 from the value of what? P2 in this expression. However, observe that the value of P2 in this expression will be a negative value, right? Very good. And if this results in a negative value, because we shall be having minus 1 minus the root of what? 5 upon 2 as the value for what? P2. So if this results in a negative value, you take note that 1 upon 6 all power x and there cannot give us what? A negative value here, right? Since we cannot have an exponent that will result to what? A negative value. So what this implies is that what? This is a trivial solution and cannot be used to get the value of x. So we only have one value for x, which is the value here. Does that make sense to us? Very good. Do well to subscribe to our channel. If this is your first time coming on board. Remember to like our video, leave your comments in the comment box as well, as this helps the YouTube algorithm. Thank you.